Hi there. Welcome to Apple World. The chest was late. Tupac. Tupac resembled a VIP. Like utilizing the procession. We wouldn't actually have been through the window. We would have never seen him. I can see my companions chilling. She investigates. He sees you. No doubt. He checks you out. No doubt. Shots came from the back. Enormous Drew Orlando, who shot Tupac. I keep it from the cold of the roads. It just came from the secondary lounge, brother. Regarding a 1996 drive-by episode, including specialists and entertainer Tupac Shakur, Las Vegas police suddenly looked through a home. Inhabitants is purportedly associated with an individual whose nephew recently surfaced as a suspect following the horrible passing of the rapper and whose drawn-out examination has drawn specialist consideration. Despite the fact that particulars about the activity and whether a capture is impending in the long-term case have not been disclosed, this advancement has revived revenue in the examination after almost 30 years. True to form, certain individuals who are believed to be associated with Tupac's end are currently anxious about the pioneer behind Terrible Kid Records being an outstanding model. Diddy is a stage name for seen puffy brushes. What is Diddy's take on the new capture of Tupac's supposed executioner? Furthermore, is it appearing as though he's close to getting captured? Make certain to keep close by till the end for all relevant information. After Las Vegas police reported charges against a 60-year-old group pioneer in the rapper's demise, who had been flaunting his support for quite a long time, Tupac Shakur's sibling terminated out at the officials. We have experienced many years of agony. They have had some significant awareness of this person who has been flapping his gums for a really long time. So why now? As far as we might be concerned, this isn't finished. We need to know why, assuming there were any accessories. In the meantime, a video of him that seems to affirm his contribution to the unfortunate homicide has appeared online once more, leading to kids talking about rapper Diddy on X, previously known as Twitter. He said the Tupacs took out a weapon. It appeared as though he was coming. No doubt. Better believe it, it did. Did you really see a firearm? Goodness, poop. At the point when she got the locale, I got the duck. So somebody from your vehicle when I began taking shots at Tupac. The vehicle that you were in came up behind Tupac's vehicle. You folks didn't. The vehicles were not confronting each other. No, they weren't. You guys got up and lined up with them behind them. Furthermore, you know, when you look next to each other, so how might you try and see Tupac go after anything in the event that you're driving behind him? You're not driving BRGers next to each other at the light. All right. You all are now next to each other. You see everything in the time and hit bounce where rappers self-squeal on themselves, and it generally returns to haunt them in the posterior. Also, here's one more clear occasion of that. The reality that he had the option to pull off it for this time in a real sense has neither rhyme nor reason. Fans had shared their contemplations on Keefe. One self-squealing with posts like Keefe got captured gloating on Vladi. That is one of the main three in world history. The silly ass talked his direction into an arrangement. On the off chance that D composed a book in 2019 specifying the last snapshots of Tupac's life, he's done meetings, admitting to being in the vehicle when the shooting began. Regardless of whether he's not the shooter, he's been on a press run, telling individuals he was an associate. Keefe has even recently emerged and expressed that he is currently faulting Diddy for getting distinguished as a charged suspect. Eventually, I met him back in 1991. He was doing an attendant video. Might you, at any point, get with it? I called my hydrodynamics place and requested to utilize some lowriders. So I let them utilize my 4 and we took the vehicle up there. He made sense of how he met Diddy Usher dance all in the hood and window entryway. So it was a huge end to it, and crap. I took it up to the paint shop, and they liked that we got to paint the entire vehicle. So Puffy repaid me with that. In spite of Diddy's respectable deed, Keefe D wishes he had never met him since. He thinks their companionship eventually prompted his being related to Tupac's horrendous 1996 passing. In the event that I could not have possibly at any point met him, I could never have at any point been associated with this Bologna, he expressed. I couldn't have ever met the sibling. I could never have been associated with this Bologna. Me and Shug played in a similar Pop Warner group and everything. My homeboys helped push Shug in the game. It truly crashed two people into one realm in one evening. Diggs without a doubt. Sugaze as well. Diddy, the only one actually bailing he made our poo go down, man. He won't actually watch out or do anything since he set us in opposition to one another, which was somewhat brilliant. We are Crips, and Suge was Bloods, which currently appears to be logical. Diddy will be engaged with this entire rest, as Keefe could let the cat out of the bag on everything. There's been an endless number of images on X of individuals showing Diddy's response to keep these captures, as most individuals accept that Diddy paid millions to awful individuals to finish things. Before we go any further into the video, do you all see Diddy getting connected to this case by any means? Furthermore, do you suppose he was really associated with Tupac's homicide? Remark down underneath. Back in 2018, when Eminem broadly connected Diddy to Tupac's demise in his killshot diss towards Automatic Weapon, Kelly got everybody discussing how he could be involved. The day he put out a hit is the day Diddy concedes he put the hit out that wrecked PSC. Albeit the 45-year-old rapper said he was simply joking at the end of the melody. The ramifications that Diddy was associated with Tupac's 1996 homicide have ignited discussion in the hip bounce world. In any case, up until this day, a ton of figures in the hip-hop scene accept that Diddy knows data that no other person will snag. What's more, there's an explanation, but he stays silent about it. I realize he said, assuming he goes to prison for Tupac, Reggie ought to go to prison for Big Deal. You understand what I'm talking about? So. Or then again, we all don't have the foggiest idea. You get it? That's all I trust. He can't top Puff, since he didn't attach Puff to that. At the point when he was offered any sort of appropriate arrangement or any sort of concurrence with the federal authorities or whatever has to do with it. The data they asked him, so he can't go now and say it on the off chance that he didn't express it in those days. Fans are enthusiastically anticipating this second, as they have long associated Diddy with being associated with this wrongdoing and assuming a key role. It seems like another capture is approaching before long, which would probably make the whole web disintegrate, on the grounds that this time it will be Diddy's mugshot in all papers all over the planet. Trust Puff going down. I think Diddy was behind both Big Deal and Tupac passings since he had all that to acquire. Diddy has been of acceptable conduct recently. He realizes his time is practically up. Ridiculous that it's taken this long when maybe it's been known for such a long time who was involved. Which is the reason individuals figured Diddy may be captured. The thing is, while Keefe probably won't have discharged the firearm himself, it seems like he was the mannequin of the expert making every one of the things happen. Also, he straightforwardly expressed who he blames for the whole story. That has disturbed individuals for right around 30 years on camera.